you came across this video today, whether you were searching, scrolling, or it randomly popped up on your feed, I believe that there's a message here for you. I have a feeling right now that you may be going through some trials. Things are not making sense. There's an uncomfortable pulling in your chest that doesn't seem to go away no matter what you do. The more that you try and push through these feelings, it seems to get amplified. It's almost like the harder you try and push through, the louder the voice gets, or the louder the noise gets in the chest. Well, you're not broken. You're not broken. You're not lost. You're not depressed. You don't have anxiety. Your soul is speaking to you. Your soul is whispering to you. Now, depending on what stage in the awakening journey you're on, or what stage of the path you're on, there's going to be times where nothing makes sense. Friends don't resonate with you anymore. Conversations or the feelings that you have will not even register with loved ones. You can get to the point where you feel like you're flipping going insane. It's shit, it's brutal, it's lonely, it's dark, it's cold. But in time, you will, if you allow the voice to keep speaking and whispering to you, and you can be in the silence for long enough without the noise, without the distraction, your inner voice will come back online, which is the true you. If you're going through dismal times, dark times, loss of jobs, loss of friends, no interest in hobbies, you don't like watching Netflix anymore, you'd sooner get spiritual guidance on YouTube, then there's a reason for that. And most won't understand. And it's not for them to understand. It never was. You're not supposed to fit into places where you were never supposed to be. And the more that you try and do it, you can almost feel like you're losing a little part of yourself every single time you do so. This is the awakening process. It's shattering the ego, the death of the ego of the old self. It was never you. You might have believed that that was you, and people may believe that's who you were, but it wasn't. It was built on false narratives, conditions, limited beliefs of lack, insecurity, jealousy. The list can go on. If you're going through these times right now where nothing is making sense, everything seems to be falling apart, then just know that one, you're not alone, you're not broken, you're becoming. And the more that you can lean into the discomfort, different doors, paths, ideas will come through. Things will start to make sense. Although making sense is not really a way to describe it, as making sense is the ego trying to put its own perspective on what's going on. See, what's going on here is you're having the death of the ego, which is the old self, and also you're having your new self, which is the real you, come back online. So in that process, in that process, the mind will still try to gain control. It will fight tooth and nail to try to hold on to the old self. And you yourself may think, I need to do this, I need to do more, I need to try and fit back in, I need to go back to my old friends, I need to do what I've always known. No, you don't. You don't. You're not walking the path that everyone else is walking. You as a soul chose this path before you were born. And now is the perfect time, although it doesn't feel that way, now's the time where you can step into the highest version of self. If you knew what was at the end of it all, and the pain and the suffering and the discomfort, then it wouldn't be discomfort. The reason why it feels so uncomfortable, and sometimes like you're in a pressure cooker, like the world has like the universe is playing tricks with you, like every move you make, it goes wrong. The harder you try, your finances crumble. You put so much effort into your craft, into what you're doing, to see no results. Everything still keeps going wrong. Well, if you're on this path, which if you're watching this video, I'm sure you are, there's a bigger purpose involved. There's a bigger meaning behind all this. And once you can start to lean into it and start to trust, which doesn't come straight away, and you'll have moments of ups, downs, highs, lows, complete exhaustion, and to exhaustion where you can feel it in your bones that you literally can't move. See, it's only the chosen ones that are strong enough to go through this. It doesn't matter what age you are. For me, the awakening process started nearly 10 years ago, of on, off, me trying to anchor back into the old patterns, my old workflow. If I just grind a little bit harder, if I work a little bit harder, and ultimately I would have to repeat the same lessons. See, my message for you today is that you don't have to go on that hamster wheel. You don't have to keep going round in circles. This is about coming back to yourself. It doesn't matter what other people say or what other people tell you should do. If you need to feel or go into solitude right now, turn off your phone, don't answer the calls, don't respond to the messages. You don't have to do anything. See, it took me a long time to realise this, and the person that was showing up before was never you anyway. It never was you, and it definitely will not be you again. So lean into the discomfort, which I know is not easy, and you will go through the motions. If you need to cry it out, cry it out. Things will make sense. Your path is so much brighter than what you can see right now. See, my goal for these YouTube videos, they're not going to be edited. They're straight off the cuff. They may sound a bit rattled, but I know that I've walked this path, and I know a lot of you are as well. So if I can touch or put a hand out to even just a couple of souls that are going through something that I went through, and it is no joke, and it's the most cold, lonely place at times, and you may feel like, why is this happening to me? See, your soul's going to do this whether you kick and scream or not. So you can learn to embrace the discomfort, lean into it, Embrace the silence. The answers won't come with a loud bang. They'll come through in whispers, in silent moments, in quiet moments. Anyway, I don't want to go on too much on this video. Sit out in the nature. This is where I came, my darkest times, when everyone else was going out drinking, partying, which I used to do regular. This is where I found my peace. Find your little place that you feel comfortable, that you can be at home, and just do you. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I plan to give a bit more depth into different stages of the spiritual awakening, and if I can walk with you and give you some sort of guidance from somebody who has been through the ringer, then that's what I intend to do.